Birdemic 2, The Resurrection. The big sequel to Birdemic Shock and Terror. This movie opens with like super happy, upbeat music to this douchebag Bill just walking down Hollywood Boulevard. And that's the first 5.5 minutes. It's just this asshole walking down the street. That's it. The director, James Nguyen, didn't learn a thing from his first movie, where it was Rod, our main character from the first movie, just spending like 10 minutes driving around town and getting gas and doing this and doing that. And it's like, we don't need that much. Just introduce us to the guy, get to the next thing. But I will give the director a teeny tiny bit of credit, because in the first movie, the first Birdemic, every time they're outside, it is overexposed to holy hell. Like, you could, like, the sun, if you don't know what it is, it's kind of hard to describe. But basically, like, the background, or if the sun is shining on you, you're lit up. You are lit up. He learned how to not do that. So kudos to James Nguyen. But something he did not learn from the first movie was how to do the audio. Because there are multiple instances where all you hear is the background noise. Especially when they're on the beach, because they gotta go back to the beach like they did the first movie. All you hear is the wind and the waves. You can barely hear the dialogue. And there was one moment for Whitney Moore, who plays Natalie. She comes back from the first movie. So does the actor who plays Rod. You can tell that it's overdubbed dialogue. She went into a studio and she re-recorded her dialogue. And it's not even at all like tried to make it look like it's integrated into the scene, like it's really happening in front of you. It's just so bad. And also, just the conversation between two characters. Where on one character, there is a whole shitload of background noise. So much background noise. But then it cuts to the other character talking, and there's nothing. It's just silence. All you hear is the dialogue. So it's like, why can't you do it with this character when you're able to do it with this character? It's like, they're clearly standing in front of each other. How are you fucking this up? Rod is back, as I said, and he is just as bad as ever. One quote I had to write down. This guy, Bill, is a director. And apparently Rod and Natalie, they have some kind of company now, and they're rich or whatever. But, and Bill is trying to get them to finance his movie. But this was his line. I don't know too much about the movie business, but I know how to read. And I like your story. Congratulations, Rod. You know how to read. That's fantastic. And with Bill, every time he's talking about an actress, whether it's Natalie or it's this other woman, and I can't even remember her name, or just any actress in general, it's always talented and beautiful, talented and beautiful, talented and beautiful, talented and beautiful, talented and beautiful. Like, we get it. They're talented and they're beautiful. We understand, Bill. Shut the fuck up.
But wait! There's more!
The doctor from the first movie, who they met randomly on a bridge to tell them about global warming, is back. And they randomly see him again on the bridge. And there he is talking about... It's a random history lesson that we get a flashback of two cave people, man and a woman, just fucking. And then all of a sudden, here come these prehistoric eagles and falcons, or vultures, not falcons, and they just attack them and kill them. And, you know, I'm looking at these, and they're clearly not prehistoric, because they're just exactly what eagles and vultures look like today. And it's the exact same effects from the first movie. They learned nothing from that either. It's just the birds just standing or sitting, flying, I guess, in one spot, just flapping their wings. Some of them not even flapping their wings. They're just like this, with their wings spread out. They're just floating in the air. But there's even more! The hippie from the first movie is randomly back, and he is married now, and he has a reality show, apparently, because his wife's father is a producer or whatever, But of course he's there to talk about global warming, because Birdemic 2, The Resurrection 2 is about global warming. Now that's the majority of the movie, because there is just so much B-roll and random scenes before there's like this random blood rain, and it resurrects cave people and the birds from the tar pits in California, and they both come to life. That happens 43 minutes in of the 79-minute movie. It took that long for the resurrection. And there's just random zombies just out of completely nowhere, because the blood rain like rains in a cemetery, and because they have to be going through them because it's a shortcut. And then all these zombies rise from the grave. The climax of the movie takes place at Universal Studios Hollywood, because they're on Amity Island, the Jaws set, like, section of the park. And it makes me wonder, how in the blue hell did James Nguyen convince Universal Studios to let him film on their lot? Maybe that's where all the money went to, because it was clear in the first movie all the money went to renting fucking Rod's car. So maybe that's where all the money went to this movie, to shoot on the lot. And to end the movie, just like the first movie, the birds just fly away. They just fly away. They just randomly stop attacking, and they fly away like nothing ever happened. I didn't think they could do worse, but they did worse. They did much worse with Birdemic 2. The action scenes are just as terrible, with the people just kind of waving weapons in thin air. And in the beginning, when they first attack, only the men are allowed to have guns for some reason. So here you have the women just going like that, just punching the air, pretending to punch the birds. It's so comically bad. Like, it's not one of those so bad it's great. It's just bad. God damn it, this movie's terrible. It's just so bad. It's so bad. It's worse than the first one. Birdemic 2, The Resurrection gets the full 5. Did you enjoy the review? Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see a new Craptacular Horror Review every week. Feel free to leave a comment to discuss your thoughts on the movie, or if you have a film you'd like to see reviewed in the future. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.